Hold up. I think it's time to put on our suits.
I have you. Grenade out! Tossing one out!
I hope being able to.
What do you want, brother? Is it time to resume our duel?
Proceed.
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
Welcome back. Did you have any difficulty obtaining those tissue samples? I'm glad to hear it, because there's more work to do. Your arrival is well timed. Some interesting new information has come to light. I'll take those tissue samples, and here's your payment. Shireen, dear, would you tell our dauntless research assistant about the latest news?
With pleasure. I hope you enjoyed your little jaunt into the field because I'll be sending you right back out there. Some of the local farmers and growth herders have reported seeing unusual plant growth in the area. What's more, none of this unusual growth was seen before the Dazra incident. It's increasingly clear the event affected the ecosystem in some way, but the details elude us. Good point. It's certainly a possibility worth investigating. Based on our information, these unusual new strains aren't limited to a specific area. As such, we want to examine samples that come from several different locations. In short, the more data you can provide, the better.
Observe, analyze, hypothesize, and prove. These are the tenets of the scientific method. Without them, we're just fumbling in the dark.
Yes, thank you, dear. You'll have to forgive my husband. He's never fully recovered from his days as a teacher. Agreed. I've always felt sorry for those who can't find work they truly love. The days must feel like sheer drudgery. We'll get to work studying the animal tissue. Now go forth and travel safely.
Keep your eye. Eyes and ears open, and you'll find what you're looking for.
You know, the way you handle things, not bad. Not bad.
It's always nice to see a friend. Sure, I'll make some room in my pack. Bye.
Dad, can I have a pet?
A pet? We live on a starship, Cora. Pets and starships don't always mix so well.
Aw, come on, please. I need somebody to talk to while I'm on the ship by myself.
Give him an inch. We'll see, Gumdrop.
Have any new books for me? Hi. Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
That looks great. I'll take one in green.
I'm working hard, Captain. Hello.
I must confess, the hum of a grav drive makes me feel alive.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
Something you need?
Apologies. I need to prepare to treat a patient.
I am trying to keep strong. Promised. Be mindful of your actions. Heresy and
Foolish, Victor. The High Council needs access to the power grid if we hope to restore the city. Your inability to provide a legitimate excuse for denying them will only last so long.
Victoria is right. I know you're angry, but you can't let personal matters interfere with what may be best for everyone.
Personal matters? This is a Ministry of State matter, and I will handle it as I see fit. He is a traitor. He turned his back not only on his family, but on our people's entire belief system. The fact that he still breathes is a stain upon the House Vethal name.
You would doom us all with your pride.
I will do as I please as head of this house. If you are not a member of House Vethal, you do not belong here. So you are Anasco's chosen.
Is this not the opportunity you've been looking for, brother? A third party capable of finding Varric?
Yes, you said so yourself. Someone with no loyalties to speak of. And if he's become promised, truly his arrival is more than coincidence.
Serpent, give me strength. You both speak true. Perhaps I have reacted in haste. Tell me, adherent, are you well practiced in discretion? I hope your word is good as well. My son, Varric, has left. Essentially, he has abandoned his post. And not only did he turn his back on his house, but the great serpent as well. He is a traitor and must be dealt with as such.
Victor, surely you don't mean it.
He does, Luther. He is allowing his fervent pride and anger to cloud his judgment. What my brother is trying to say is that he wishes his own son dead. First, we lose Vashti to that malignance tearing through Dazra. And now you so willingly offer up Varric. As if our house has not suffered enough loss already.
Of course it would. As someone from the settled systems, you have no concept of what the great serpent demands of us. I do not wish Varric dead, but as head of the Ministry of State, he left me no choice. All must serve. Those who refuse will be met with death. The shame Varric brought upon this house is immeasurable. It stains the very foundation. I will not act until this house is in order and its members are properly aligned with the Great Serpent. And showing leniency for a house member at a time like this when order is needed most would be unwise.
The law. Our work is not so simple, and you know it. You act as if death is the only answer. What about forgiveness?
I will not risk the ministry's authority on the actions of my own son, even if he is my chosen heir. If the High Council wants my cooperation, I need you to find Varric and carry out his sentence.
And I would ask you to spare him. My brother is acting under impulse, not reason.
I have never been more clear. Speak against me one more time, and you will regret it. Varric has a signet ring with House Vithal's family crest. Bring it to me as proof of death. Only then will I grant you access to the power grid. I commend you for your faith. A sad day indeed when an outsider is more devout than my own son. I recommend you start by speaking to patrons of the Herald's Rest. Some of Varric's associates there may know where he went, but keep in mind, anyone who has directly aided him in hiding is an accomplice and shares his fate. Good. And remember, absolute discretion. All anyone needs to know is that you are looking for Varric for personal reasons. I will not risk word of his disappearance getting out before I can say the situation has been handled.
Remember, adherent, that I would ask you to spare my nephew.
What is it?
What?
The Great Serpent would not have done
This railing
unless
is
truly
taken.
necessary.
And no,
Must
I'm not
doubt
looking
his
for company.
intentions.
Varric Vethal. And why should I know anything about the heir apparent? I'm nobody. Ask him yourself, if you find him. Great. Another person reminding me how unimportant I am. Varric. One day we're inseparable, and the next, I've searched all of Dazra for him. But he's gone. Couldn't even leave a note. That means he either doesn't want to be found or, well, I prefer not to think about it. So, what if I did? Like I said, he doesn't want to be found. If he did, I must have been too dense to pick up on it. I know. I'm worried too. Well, they didn't. Enough of this. Please leave me alone. I don't want to think about him anymore.
Another drink will not hurt.
Oh, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
You and me
Another one
both.
for me, Jenna.
The worst thing that can possibly happen happens. And then he disappears. I mean, come on, we're supposed to be friends. Is there ever a good reason to abandon your friends? You'd think B would at least be commiserating with me. But I'm suddenly too drunk to deal with. Some friend she is. All she cares about is Varric. And I guess I am too. I just want Varric to show up so things can get back to normal. Whatever that is. No, I can't. Tane! He mentioned talking to Tane one day about getting off-world, seeing the settled systems. We never thought he was serious, and even if he wasn't... Tane still might know something. Tane's a regular. I'm sure he'll be by any minute if you just want to take a seat.
Just trying to survive one more day.
One for me.
A drink or
and
two
one
ought to
for
lighten
you,
this
Jenna.
mood.
No, Eggy. You have already had several.
What can I say? Nobody makes
Hope
a
things
drink
start
like
looking
you
up
do.
soon around here.
Come now.
Yes?
Just one more drink?
Hey,
I do not wish to say goodbye.
aren't you that
just
outsider
yet. I
made
have
promise that showed up here
fallen
recently?
Under your spell.
Same thing.
Oh, wow. You really bought in, huh? I'm an outsider myself. It's hard to get into the whole giant snake thing. Tell me about it. I've been toting stuff back and forth for these people for years and still get the cold shoulder most places I go. But then these people lose half their city and you show up, and suddenly it's divine intervention. Well, glad Dodger didn't disappoint. Something tells me you aren't kidding. Anyway, enough about that. What can I do you for? That's so. Well, I guess that depends, adherent. Who wants to know? Well, in that case, I can't help you. Although, let's just say after what went down here, my retirement's looking imminent, and I haven't exactly been saving up for a rainy day. So if you're feeling generous, maybe we can help each other out. Nice to see we operate on the same wavelength. I'm pretty sure he's heading into the Highlands. Just not sure where. But I do have the means to track him. So you just say the word and we're off to the races. After you. Once we're outside of Dazra, I'll fire up my tracker, and fingers crossed, it'll lead us right to him. Just head out the west gate, should be the fastest route.
This bar is the only thing keeping many people sane.
She's got a limited range, so just keep heading northwest of Dazra until we pick something up.
We'll regret going out there without our suits. Not a lick of breathable air out here.
Beric's been busy if he got this much done. Friend's a strong word. More like friendly acquaintances. Guess we both felt the Herald's Rest was one of the few places that made us feel like real people. Couple of drinks and everyone's your friend in that moment.
Need any help out in the field?
They got me!
I've been struck! You pay for that!
You better run while you can! Incoming!
Watch that grenade! Let's see what you... Throwing a grenade! not going out like this!
Feel the fight of Hasbarur!
Get out! Yeah! Give it your best shot!
We'll kill you and feed you to...
think we're being wrong. What the hell is that?
All my years and all the planets I've been on. Never gonna get used to those things. You got that right. Damn Alceburon. Wiping out half their city and bringing in horrors like these. At least I don't see a body around here, so I hope that means Varric's alive. You find anything? Well, let's take a look. Looks like Varric was running around in a panic. Not that I blame him. He definitely fled the camp, though. Better go check below and see if we can find out which direction he went.
Don't forget your suit.
Would be
Sorry if you do.
Considering all the blood, looks like he stopped here to patch himself up. He's heading northwest, though, so let's see where that takes us.
That's far enough, strangers. You want to tell me what you're doing on my property uninvited? Varric Vathal, as in Victor's son? Haven't seen him, ever, in fact. Besides, what would the heir of House Vathal be doing on my farm? I can understand that, but I can't help you. The only people here are my partner Zen and our daughter Mila. No one comes around here. We're isolated, and that's the way we like it. All right, fine.
Irina, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Zen, yes, I know quite well. Never mind my partner, they're just overly cautious. As I said before, I've never seen Varric Vathal. We keep to ourselves. There's no reason for our paths to cross. But we did aid an injured young man a few days ago.
That's gotta be Varric.
It's too coincidental. It must have been him. We sent him north. There's a long-abandoned growth farm we felt he could make use of. He claimed he lost everything in the incident that swallowed half of Dazra. He wanted to start a new life. We even gave him 2 of our own groats to get started.
Thanks for the help.
All must serve.
Because I do not experience boredom, I excel in the performance of menial tasks.
been a minute since I stretched the old legs. Nothing going on out here. How about you? Find anything? Sounds like it's a waiting game then.
It seems I have uninvited guests. You want to explain yourselves?
Whoa, hey, it's me. Dane. Put the gun down already.
It's not you I'm concerned about. It's your friend. I wish I could say I was pleased to meet you, but something tells me this isn't a social call. Please, if you're here on my father's orders, allow me to plead my case. I am not sure how familiar you are with our culture, but all I've ever wanted was the right to choose. I was born House Vithal. I was raised to inherit the role of elder, to run the Ministry of State, to worship the Great Serpent. But I want none of it.
With House Vithal? Easier said than done.
It's never mattered how much I tried to reason with him. My father simply would not let me go. His pride and the fear of what it would mean for House Vithal is all he cares about. Only because of our antiquated ways. Our society is stuck in the past. Our culture isolates and suffocates. All I want is to make my own life. Something Tane understood and was willing to help me with.
The credits help too. But yeah, guess you got the whole scoop now. Yup, we had a few things to discuss. I lost my ship to the incident, so I didn't want Varric running off thinking I could just grab him and go. I was also out all the credits he was gonna pay me. That's where you came in. I figured, why not 2 for the price of 1? I didn't realize it was gonna turn into a whole thing.
So, now you know my true intentions for leaving, and given the circumstances, I may be here for some time. My hope now is to make the best of it here. I suppose I owe you that much. The truth is, the Scaled Citadel was the last straw. My people are so blinded by faith and politics, they don't see how it's destroying us. Anasko Varun eliminated half our population in the blink of an eye. My sister Vashti among them. I could no longer live in a society that won't put its people first. That would destroy itself in the name of a god that has done nothing for us. Perhaps you are lucky then. It's not easy to watch people you love blindly follow a path that leads to their destruction. I hope you can see why I want to walk away from all this. To start my own life. I ask that you give me that chance. No. I can't go back. I want nothing to do with that life. You're right. My emotions could be getting the best of me. Fascinating, I never made that connection. It's not that I want to let anyone down. I know. It does make me reconsider. All right, I concede. I can see how I may have acted abruptly. Vashti's death, so much devastation, so much loss. But will my father even take me back? Returning to Dazra is something I can hardly believe myself. So point made. I'll need to make some preparations before I return. Gathering my things and making sure Bella and Boris are taken care of. I'll be along shortly.
Same here. I'm going to stick around and help Barrick out. Besides, I don't think I want to be around when you report back to Victor. Do me a favor and find me later at the Herald's Rest.
Thank you for showing me the error of my ways.
Do not run! You are under arrest. A wise decision. All must serve.
The Great Serpent spared us, so that we may...
Great Serpent, please help me.
Brother.
All must serve.
Let us speak. What news do you bring, adherent?
The Great Serpent is truly merciful.
Is this true? You allowed a traitor to live. Return?
Victor, this is great news. Truly, the Great Serpent has guided him back to you.
Well, not exactly the Great Serpent, but I have returned nonetheless. Father, I admit I had no intention of coming back, but the adherent found me. He helped me see under a different light. Will you forgive me?
Victor, how dare you stall when your son has asked your forgiveness?
Yes, I see that now.
Father, I have returned out of love and support for you and House Vetal. I am ready to dedicate myself fully.
Do you have any idea the trauma you have caused me? The damage you could have wrought upon this house?
It was never my intention to harm you or this house. Losing Vashti. So much devastation. I feared we devoted ourselves blindly to a path that would lead to our end. I let my emotions get the best of me. I lost my way, but I have returned. Repentant and ready to serve.
The adherent is right, brother. This is the chance for both of you to clear the air and build a new, stronger understanding.
So I stand corrected. Varric, I have always seen myself in you, son. Even the weaker emotional side. Much like your aunt does for me, I know Vashti did for you. She was your anchor. There should be no surprise how her death drove you away.
Thank you, Father. All I ask is for your understanding and forgiveness.
And you shall have it.
It's good to have you back with us, Varric.
You put my son back on the right path and guided him home.
Come, Varric. Let us get you resettled.
Now that we have a bit more privacy, I wanted to discuss the matter of any traitors among us. Did you find anyone who aided my son in his treachery? Good. Unfortunately, I have heard ramblings among the people of Varric's disappearance. Wardens are dealing with the matter as we speak. But, while not the orders given, you restored this house and have my gratitude. Here, the access code that Ekris needs to connect to the power grid. Now go. Obviously, my son and I have much to discuss.